Massive transfer alert in Catalonia. But wait, who is this surprise signing everyone's talking about? And why are Barcelona turning to a 36-year-old instead of chasing the next big thing? Meanwhile, Bayern Munich are dropping 60 million like it's pocket change, Jack Grealish is halfway to the departure gate, and Manchester United might be making a huge goalkeeping switch. Oh, and yep, time for my daily ritual, begging for likes. I need 600 today. That's the goal. I'm basically that mate who always says, "Bro, can you spot me?" Except instead of cash, I'm asking for clicks. And no, I'm not giving them back. Alright, enough stalling. Let's tear into the wildest transfer stories ripping through Europe today. Perisic to Barcelona? The veteran gamble. Would you believe me if I told you Barcelona's grand plan to revamp their attack involves Ivan Perisic? Yes, that Perisic. 36 years old. And coming in as a free agent. Sounds like a football manager panic signing, right? But trust me, Hansi Flick is fully behind this move. According to Mundo Deportivo, Barca made contact right after Perisic's thunderous season at PSV. 16 goals, 11 assists, and an engine that just won't quit. Sources like Santi Una claim Flick personally pitched the project. No agents, no filters. Just a call, coach to player. Perisic said yes. But because he values ambition more than a paycheck. And honestly, Barca need this. The squad's getting younger, quicker, flashier, but who's the dressing room general? Flick had Thomas Muller at Bayern. He wants that again. Leadership, grit, versatility. Left wing? Right wing? Striker? You bet. The man's a Swiss Army knife with Champions League scars and World Cup medals. Yes, there's risk, but this isn't about throwing money at a name. This is a strategy move. A player Flick knows, trusts, and can plug into his system today. So, is this Barca going backwards, or making the smartest free signing of the summer? Jack Grealish, the 100 million man on the move. Jack Grealish is packing his designer bags. And no, this isn't just gossip from your mate's WhatsApp group. Everton and Newcastle are seriously in for him. Let's be real. At City, Grealish has gone from marquee man to missing piece. Last season? Just 16 starts, 3 goals, 5 assists. That's Sunday League stats for someone signed for 100 million. He didn't even make the squad for the Club World Cup. Not a snub, a statement. Now, City are open to a loan. Not even a full sale yet. They just want to stop the bleeding. Everton? Moyes sees him as a desperate but necessary swing. Newcastle? They want him as a rotation piece. Depth for Europe. Someone with tournament nerves, not stage fright. But his wages? Still massive. Ballon d'Or era money. And unless City agree to split the bill, nobody's biting. But if they do, expect this deal to heat up fast. Question to you, who needs Grealish more right now? Everton fighting to stay alive, or Newcastle hunting UCL glory? Ter Stegen to Man United? Here we go. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, longtime Barca icon. Could he really be Manchester United's next number one? Well, the reports say yes. And honestly, it adds up. Onana? Confidence in the mud. Mistake after mistake. Fans doubting. Coaches fuming. Enter Ter Stegen. Composed. Experienced. A leader. Someone who doesn't treat the ball like a hot potato in big games. And the kicker? He's open to the move. But to stay Germany's number one. Because sitting on Barca's bench during Euro 2026 qualifiers? That's a one-way ticket to international irrelevance. United want him. Barca? Open to selling. The wage bill's bloated, and 12 million euros in savings plus a transfer fee sounds pretty good in their current state. But it's not just United lurking. Al Hilal and Galatasaray are circling. Will he chase glory in Manchester, or cash in under the desert sun? Let me know. Premier League pressure or Middle East comfort? De Bruyne to Napoli? The shocker no one saw coming. Kevin De Bruyne to Napoli. You read that right? And it's happening. Medicals incoming. Fabrizio's dropped his signature. Here we go. It's not a drill. Napoli are building something scary under Antonio Conte. Serie A champions just 2 seasons ago. And now they're adding a world-class playmaker. KDB had offers. Saudi Arabia. But even Barcelona. But the Belgian still wants to fight at the top. One more ride in elite football. And Napoli? They almost blew it. There was image rights chaos, legal drama, the usual Serie A soap opera. But in swooped club president De Laurentiis and boom, done deal. So, is this a final sprint for KDB, or a genuine shot at more glory? Napoli fans, this could be your Pirlo moment. Nico Williams to Bayern, the speed demon switch. Bayern Munich are not messing around. Nico Williams is next on their list, and they're ready to trigger his €60 million release clause. Sane gone. The left wing wide open. They need electricity. Urgently. Sky Germany says Nico's already on board. But here's the twist, he wants €20 million a year. Yep, 20. That's elite money for a 21-year-old. Still, Bayern are leading the race. Arsenal and Chelsea are sniffing around, but Bayern have already contacted the players' camp. Deal is advanced. Athletic Club? Scrambling to bump up the release clause before it's too late. But the window is narrowing. Bayern lost out on Wirtz. They can't afford another L. Their message is clear, go young, go bold, go now. Darwin Núñez, the chaos striker on sale. €70 million for Darwin Núñez? That's Liverpool's price tag, and they're not budging. Atletico want him. Al Nassr are interested, but Liverpool are standing firm. Pay the full price or don't call us. Here's the thing. Darwin? He's like a roller coaster. Chaotic, thrilling, and mildly terrifying. His first touch? It's a gamble. His finishing? Inconsistent. But the potential? Still ridiculous. Simeone reportedly sees him as the perfect gritty striker for his system. And Saudi? They just love a viral moment. Darwin provides that in spades. The question is, who blinks first? Is he worth €70 million? Or is this just a highlight reel player being overvalued? Chiesa, the rebirth in Seville? Federico Chiesa, from Euro 2020 hero to Liverpool benchwarmer. Now, Real Betis want to pull a familiar move. Just like they did with Antony. Remember that? Antony, written off by Man United, goes to Betis on loan, becomes a crowd favorite, and tears up La Liga. Now Betis want to repeat the magic, with Chiesa. The deal? A loan with option to buy. Liverpool are listening. It's low risk, high reward. But here's the catch, Chiesa's never performed outside Italy. Can he handle Spanish football? Or is Betis about to get burned? Thomas Frank to Spurs, genius or madness? Thomas Frank is the new manager of Tottenham Hotspur. Let that sink in. The man who built Brentford brick by brick now inherits a club where managers go to suffer. He's replacing Ange Postecoglou, who, oh yeah, just won Spurs their first trophy in 17 years. And got sacked for it. Classic Spurs. Now Frank steps into the spotlight. A Champions League campaign. No warm-ups. First game? UEFA Super Cup versus PSG. This isn't Brentford versus Fulham anymore. This is Neymar, Mbappe, fireworks. But Frank brings brains. Flexibility. Belief. Is that enough? If Mourinho and Conte failed here, what makes Tottenham think Thomas Frank can lift the curse? Jadon Sancho, where next? Jadon Sancho, once England's great hope, now, football's forgotten man. Chelsea had a try-before-you-buy deal, paid the €5 million trial fee, and said, nah, we're good. Now he's back at United, where Ruben Amorim doesn't even want him in pre-season. Brutal. Spurs, Villa, Newcastle, interested, but cautious. United want a clean sale. But who's paying €300,000 a week for a player who hasn't lit up a pitch in 3 years? Sancho's story is no longer about potential. It's about whether anyone can revive him. Is there still a star buried in there? Or is this the end of the line? Tudor, the Juve job is his. Igor Tudor is staying at Juventus. The man who took over mid-season, dragged a broken squad into the Champions League, and now gets rewarded with a contract until 2027. Not flashy, not glamorous, but effective. New sporting director Damien Kamali is backing him. The board's behind him. And guess what? They're building the squad around his 3-4-2-1. Club World Cup coming up. Transfers in motion. Is this the start of a new Juve era, or just another short-term fix? Nkunku to Bayern? Last one. Christopher Nkunku. Barely used at Chelsea. Injuries everywhere. Frustration growing. Now, Bayern Munich want him back. Not to Leipzig, but to the Bundesliga grind he once dominated. Price? £50 million. Chelsea will take it. Bayern sees a fit. Company wants a Swiss Army knife forward. And Nkunku? He just wants to play again. Anywhere. So, what do you think? Which move excites you most? Which one feels doomed from the start? Let me know in the comments, smash that like button if you made it this far, and subscribe for more madness, because this summer window is just getting warmed up. Stay tuned. This is only the beginning.